Also, we're just chilling, looking at the NPCs, but Naya's having to sit on this canvas up here. Hee hee. Oh, that was weird. Catwoman in cat beanie. Wonder if anybody says anything new. I do have all of the previous relics, so... The deplorable lack of drink in this town's impacted me mental faculties. I'm plagued with visions of floating rum bottles. How are you now? Do you have small talk? No. Alright, but yeah, if you see, we have a number 1 in every single category, every line. We have every one. We do not have stockpiled tomes, though. I was buying other tome things, so we'll see if that's gonna bite me in the butt or not. Does Ermina have small talk? She sure doesn't. Alright, well, you can keep that rock. I'm done with those rocks. Expedition Metallurgist. I don't know if this person's had anything so far. No, it's the same line that he's set to. Alright. Alright. Lighter seal. What do we got? Keeping the old ways alive. Lighter seal appears somewhat perturbed. Just somewhat. Hello, adventurer. Perhaps you've heard, but the surveyor struck a vein as some new mystery ore out in the field. According to Gerolt, it might be crucial for enhancing the phantom weapons. Shouldn't get ahead of ourselves, though. The surveyors will need time to unearth the amount we need. While they're off swinging pickaxes, I figured we ought to put our thinking caps on. Without a solid plan, the old endeavor is liable to fizzle out like so much errant ether. Not that Geralt's been doing much more than moan about the lack of rum on this isle. Maybe airing your doubt about his capacity for feats of genius will bruise his pride and spur him to action. Please note that the current quest, Keeping the Old Ways Alive, cannot be abandoned via the journal. Should you wish to do so, speak with Lighter Seal. Interesting, so it's like an MSQ quest. I recently rediscovered, or just learned for the first time, that you can't abandon MSQ quests. How did I do that? On my alt Goldster, I was trying to confirm what stories Moen would... Is it Moen? I think it's Moen. The main librarian in the Crystarium. I was trying to confirm what stories he let you read with him before and after a given quest, because I thought that I saw an option there before it should have been available, but I misremembered. But I tried to abandon the quest to test it out, and I was like, oh, okay, never mind. Can't do that. Pressing business to attend to. Don't let me keep you. Oh, you can abandon the... Oh, right there. Try casting some doubt on Geralt's abilities. That might give him the jolt he needs to take this seriously again. Alright, let's see what he says first. Without any bleeding materials, there's not much even these gods-given hands can do. Besides, my most pressing concern right now is scrounging up another drop of rum or two. That whining Bildrad be damned. Decrying the current lack of resources, Gerolt seems fixated on his unending quest for drink, attempting to spur him to action by expressing your doubt as... attempt to spur him to action by expressing your doubt as to his abilities. I wanted to see what he was complaining about first. Alright, listen, man. Are you really nothing without rum? Losing faith in old Gerolt, are you? I furnish you with the finest weapons to ever grace a battlefield, and you go doubting me. Listen, me hands might be idle, but me mind sure ain't. I've been thinking and drinking in equal measure. Have you? I had quite the idea for the enhancement process, as a matter of fact. Well, do tell. Gah! Who am I kidding? It's nothing but a vague notion. And the closer I get to figuring it out, the further it seems to slip out of reach. It's like chasing a bleeding phantom. By the sounds of it, you've been doing a damn sight more drinking than thinking. Listen, I just need a nudge in the right direction, that's all. Ah! How about that odd little feller with the blunt knife? He could be worth a shot. The archive does seem like he'd be well versed in all kinds of strange techniques. I'll go fetch him. Ooh, what's this music? You seek inspiration for the next phase of your weapon enhancement process? It just so happens that Naya's involvement in developing these phantom weapons chipped away at the seal on my knowledge. I recall a stone tablet in my possession that once belonged to a master artisan from the 5th Astral Era. In short, a veritable treasure trove of ancient crafting techniques. Perhaps it would prove beneficial to your endeavors? I could be the sole successor to all that knowledge. Think of the feats of genius I'd achieve applying the long-lost methods of a bygone era. Heh, who needs vague notions when you've got ancient wisdom to hand? That stoked your fire, did it? Of course it bloody well did. Rowena and her cronies might be lining their pockets with me rightful compensation. Glares. But that thrice-damned harpy can't lay claim to me God's given talent. Can ye tell us a little more about the techniques recorded on this tablet? The inscription concerns etheric infusion. It's a method for imbuing weapons with highly concentrated energy, using vessels known as Aetherwells as a conduit. Wind, water, fire, and earth-aspected Aetherwells are required to complete the process. I believe the surveyors recently unearthed 4 such vessels. Alas, their report indicated they were quite devoid of residual energies. In that case, they must be saturated with ether anew. This is usually achieved by sequestering the orbs in a place of high etheric density for several years, but I happen to know of a more expedient approach. Do you? The Aetherwells can be recharged in the heat of ceaseless battle. Simply carry them into the fray and they will absorb the ether diffused during combat. A far quicker, albeit indefinitely more grueling, prospect. A light farm? That sounds all too blatant familiar. What's a few more foul beasties to a consummate adventurer, eh? Tell you what, I'll coat those Aetherwells with a solution to boost their absorption rate. That should help speed things up. I would be more than happy to formulate the solution once the necessary ingredients are available. All I'll need is a liquid metal with a decent etheric conductivity, some sort of binding agent, and a pure psychosensitive substance. Only trouble is, we won't find any of that on this bastard rock. I recall hearing of such wares from a Pelu associate of mine. If memory serves, raw neck glue should suffice as a binding agent. While expensive, I've seen it for sale in the markets of Tuliolo, so it shouldn't be difficult to procure. Next, I suggest seeking out a chunk of Utomu siderite. The metal deposits contained within persist in a liquid state even at low temperatures. Owing to their scarcity, samples tend to fetch a high price. That just leaves the psychosensitive substance. Dark matter would be ideal, but the pure stuff's impossible to find. You're better off crafting a synthetic substitute or getting an artisan to do the job for you. I'll need 3 varieties, all told. Either way, I'm sure you'll have no trouble acquiring what we need. Please present yourself to Gerolt once you have all 5 ingredients to hand. 5? Ah, right. The glue, the liquid metal, and then... the synthetic dark matters. Alright. Details on obtaining each ingredient are noted in your journal. Okay. Oh! Oh, that's fascinating. Alright, I hadn't heard anything about this one. A solution won't conjure itself out of thin air. Bring me the ingredients we need. One of each will be plenty. Some of the items Gerolt requires can be obtained in the following locations. Blocks of relic glue are sold in the markets of Tuliolal. Chunks of siderite can be purchased from a Yuktel trader who deals in precious stones. Wait, precious stones? Do you mean bicolored gemstones? The 3 varieties of synthetic dark matter can be crafted via the crafting log using the relevant master recipe, 12 Tomes of the Disciples of the Hand. Details on obtaining each item are noted in your journal. Okay, so I did peek those new synthetic dark matter recipes, which is part of why I went legendary node gathering this morning, and my pockets are as a reflection. So I should be good to make those. Oh wait, no, we are not dismissing. Never seen a man change so quick. 1 minute it's from this and from that. Next thing you know, he's the bleeding picture of diligence. Best gather those ingredients while his fire's still stoked and raging. Oh man, I wish Dodo Cooley had small talk. He's cool. I like that Lala. Where's the archives over here? Save for the second forked tower, I haven't the faintest clue what lies on the North Horn. A state of ignorance no doubt caused by that vexatious seal. For the time being, we shall have to wait for Ketenram and his crew to make headway. We're looking for a route through to the north of the Isle, but with an expeditionary force this large, the logistics aren't always straightforward. At any rate, I'll get word to you once we've got a new base camp established. Okay, so yeah, this is just a relic step. Doesn't appear to have any actual Occult Crescent development. So far. Probably not. Alright, let's see about this. Hi, Elfengeim, how are you doing? Getting marooned is not a matter of course in this line of work. When you get back to Tuliolo, you can tell the messenger we're doing just fine. Okay. She doesn't have a new line either. Wait. Okay. Confounded by a shifting mirage only to find yourself trapped when you did make landfall. Clearly Shade's Triangle deserves its fearsome reputation.
Svez. Hi, Svez.
Oh, still I'm glad to hear the crew is safe. If there's any news, they'll get word to me via one of the relay vessels. Feel free to do as you please in the meantime.
Yay!
Alright, so there's a vendor here somewhere. Is it marked on the map? It's not. Unless it means scripts? Let's see. Having been subjected to the full force of your doubt, Gerolt reveals that, despite appearances, he has been contemplating how best to proceed. His grand idea: have someone else figure it out. More specifically, your resident knife-wielding know-it-all, the Archive. An exasperated lighter seal calls the scholar turned Tonberry over, who, once apprised of the situation, reveals unsealed knowledge of an ancient imbuing process known as etheric infusion. The method turns out to be rather labor-intensive, requiring 4 vessels known as Aetherwells to be filled with energy via repeated intense combat. Enthused by the idea of acquiring this long-lost art, Gerolt offers to coat the Aetherwells with a solution to increase their etheric absorption rate and thus speed up the process. You are to collect the requisite ingredients and deliver them to the weaponsmith when ready. Relic glue. Seek a trader in the markets of Tuliolal. Utomu Cedarite. Seek a Yuktel trader who deals in precious... Oh, okay, so it doesn't give you more specific. Okay.
Fine.
I wonder if it's gonna be... Is it a new vendor, or is it... An existing vendor? There won't be any of the leave quest folk. That would be silly. It could be the hunt currency. I doubt it, but it could be. Not materia. Independent vendor. Let's check this merchant first. Hey, Goplu. Do you have any new items? Oh, you do! 300k. Wow. Okay. Oh, it's tradable. That's cool. I'm gonna do some. I feel generous. I'm gonna put some of these on the market for less money. Because that is a bit steep for some folks. I'll grab 4 of them, 4 extras. Alright. I'm not gonna put them up for like free, but I don't know, like 50k instead. Many blessings on your relic acquisition, friends. Alright, then Yoctel. I'm pretty sure it's going to be the bicolored gemstone vendor, and I'm scared about that. Yeah, I got a decent stockpile, but let's go find out. Hello, my lovely vendors. Look. We now carry everything from the essential to the unusual. You're sure to find something that catches your interest, so please have a look. 600 gemstones! Ooh, I have just enough, holy! I guess that explains why I saw some people farming fates this morning when I was smacking my legendary nodes. Woo! Alright, that's also tradable? Okay. I mean, that'll be for folks that are farming extra. That could be money. And then that just leaves the crafted things, which... Alpha, Beta, and Gamma. I have plenty of materials for all of them. It's just a matter of what I need to do for the stats. 35 durability, 5k difficulty. Let me see what my macros look like. 5.2. 13k. Now the problem is I have better gear than when I wrote these macros, or yeah, crafted out my macros. So we will have to trial synth to see if that works. Let's do that. Wait, was it this one? This one. It requires full quality to complete the craft. Okay. thankfully, I do normally build my macros to be progress or quality first. So in the event that I end up... Oh, not enough CP. Okay, so this is built with... Alright, we definitely hit the quality. Good. I need to eat a food and probably drink a CP potion. Okay. Okay. Alright. I've been rocking raw neck steak for oodles of time. Pop one of those. Pop the tea sunny. And let's give that a real go. That was this one, 35, 5.2, 13. Yep. The yellow combo. Part 2. So yeah, the only ingredient that I didn't grab more of this morning was the ether sand, which I've gone through quite a lot of, getting other materials for the crested gear. I had over 200. Now I have 91. Soon to be less than that. Alright, perfect. There's Gamma. Let's see. Beta, we can do cloth craft or leatherworking. Or woodworking. Woodworking has got some spicy clusters. Let's do it on Weaver. I think we should be good regardless of what job I do it on. Yeah, if Culinarian wasn't a specialist, then we're good to go. Good to go. Let's go ahead and make another. Start yellow mackerel.
Ooh, it's Axel. I have not seen Axel in quite a while. Hello, Axel. Enjoy patch day. Part 2.
Also, yeah, I'm not precious about my macros. They're not like proprietary or anything. If you want to steal it, by all means. But keep in mind, I do tend to do the full pentamelding for all my gear. So, user discretion is advised. Make sure you run Trial Synth or plug it into Team Craft Simulator or something. Back to, was it 90? Or was it 100? I don't know what scaling I had. I think 90. Okay, that's beta, and that leaves me needing alpha. Let's see which job will be best for that. Where are my clusters at? I've got so many ice clusters. So probably, is that armor? Oh, armor! Do you make alpha? You do. Fantastic. Nice. Alright. That is kind of cute that they broke it down in the same way that they do with like the facets, like the crystalline, like the studium, like wachumeki. So there's the metalworkers, there's like the organic crafters, and then there's the consumables. Neat. Alright, we still got our drink, we got our food. Oh, this one takes 8 octahedrite. Yeah, that's mean. The other ones were 1 extra ingredient, but it was 4 across the board. This one's like
Octahedrite.
which happens to be one of the most in-demand crafting materials for the new crested gear, because it goes into basically every tool. Anyway. Octahedrite is very hot right now. Although this does seem to be a one-time step, so it'll lose demand from this particular reason pretty quick. The 600 bicolor gems. You know what? I gotta say, it's really refreshing to see, like, a one-time step that pulls from a variety of places again. Because the last time that I'm aware that something like this factored into a relic grind was, like, way back in A Realm Reborn. And I wasn't even playing then, so all my information about that is secondhand from reading old posts and forums and stuff about, you know, best techniques and arranging trades and stuff like that. So this having just flat out gil, where you can buy it yourself, someone can buy it for you, it's tradable, and then the bicolor gemstone one. So again, if you have the gems to do it yourself, you can do that. If you have surplus, you can buy it, gift it, sell it. If you don't have the gems and you're not inclined, it is tradable. You can go out and buy it and sell it, or trade it, whatever. And then there's these 3, which have to be crafted. But if you don't craft, once again, it's tradable. You can arrange a trade, you can go to the market, you can get it gifted from a friend. So I love that. I love the social element of that. It's great. That's fantastic. There we go. What does this say? Let's see. Ronic glue. Derived from Ronic hide, this thick glue is prepared using time-honored hetero techniques. 300,000. Yup. Tomestones. A fragment of rare meteorite found in the lush forests of Yoctel. Okay. Synthetic dark matter gamma. This artificial psychosensitive compound is both highly pure and highly unstable, rendering it useless for all but a handful of applications. And then beta. This artificial psychosensitive component is both highly pure and highly unstable. Wait, do they have the exact same description? Oh. Oh. That's upsetting. Alright, fine. Don't give me extra flavor text. That means that we are ready to go back to Gerolt. We got all of his goodies. And in quite short order. I like that. The hints were just obscure enough to make you go and investigate a little bit and have some questions, but they were still properly leading, so you didn't have too many mysteries to solve. The dark matter was probably the biggest curiosity. But if you went to the market board and searched it and saw it, you'd be like, oh, okay, it can be traded and sold at least, so other people might know. I've got a weird lag today. Like, my input delay is just floaty and awkward. Ew. Let me see. This It's not my FPS. Okay. Off we go. Oh, Gerolt! Gosh, there's so many people here right now. Well, there's a decent crowd. There's not too many people. Do you have something else to say now that I've... No, we're not abandoning. I just wanted to see if you had anything new to say. That solution will conjure itself out of thin air. Bring me the ingredients we need. One of each will be plenty. A 1, a 2, a 3, a 4, a 5! There you go. I also love that for me, that took like less than an in-game day. which is great. Nicely done. Yeah, you're motivated, you're pumped. Allow me a moment to prepare the ingredients. I trust you. Ooh! Where'd he go? Sir? Oh, okay, there you are. Hi. Pricing business to it. No, stop trying to make me quit the quest. Thanks again for gathering the ingredients. I'm sure that the Glee won't take long to brew up the solution. Yeah? Dang it! Give the boy small talk! I want to talk to him! Collecting those ingredients might have been a right pain in the arse, but that effort will pay dividends when you're out there slaying beasties by the packful. Okay. Bing, bang, bang. Synthesis complete. Now to glaze the Aetherwells. Those sure are marbles. With this coating applied, the vessel will absorb ether generated in battle at an increased rate. Right, that's the easy part out of the way. Now to get to the bleeding things filled. Oh. That was a little eye strain moment since night fell. Ooh. Where'd they go? Where'd they go? Bring them back. Okay. Still nothing? Okay. I took a look at the little feller's tablet, and as far as I can tell, we're on the right track to achieve an etheric infusion. Just need those bleeding vessels filled with ether. Okay. Ether everywhere. Lighter Seal has been poring over the archive stone tablet. Do tell. Appreciate all your help gathering the ingredients. With that out of the way, we're ready to start filling those Aetherwells. I've been inspecting the tablet the archive handed over, and it says highly pure ether gets concentrated during battle. Do you reckon Niall will be able to get the Aetherwells filled while she's out roaming the isle? My gut tells me the local ambient ether's too unstable. We'll have to try our luck elsewhere. In fact, you'd be better off casting your net far and wide. Don't confine yourself to scrap in any one location. Nary a fiend in the realm shall know peace. Or business as usual then. We're being a bit sardonic with this one. Exactly. Just keep doing whatever it is you adventurers do, and you'll have those vessels filled up in no time. Understood. Right, you best take the Aetherwells. I took the liberty of slotting them into a makeshift contraption for your convenience. An Aetherwell array, if you will. Once you get stuck in, just take a gander at each of the vessels to see how much ether is stored in them. Please put this in the key items. Please put this in the key items. Please put that in the key items. I do not want that in my normal inventory. Don't curse me like this. Aetherwells acquired, okay. We got wind, water, earth, and fire. Cool. 10,000 each. Ooh. Completing duties via the duty roulette will garner different aspected ether depending on the category chosen. Use the Aetherwell array to gauge how much ether you have accumulated. Once per day, your endeavors will generate additional bonus ether, so be sure to tackle plenty of duties and reap the rewards. Duty roulette categories you have already completed prior to accepting this quest will not generate additional bonus ether today. Eligibility to receive the bonus is reset daily at 11 a.m. Earth time, but that's for Eastern in the United States. It adjusts to whatever daily reset is in your time zone. Please note that the current quest, Ether Everywhere, cannot be abandoned via the journal. Should you wish to do so, speak with Gerolt. Okay. Oh, alright, please. Key item? Yes! Oh, mwah! I am smooching the devs. I am blowing them kisses. I am kissing their knuckles. Mwah, mwah. Thank you. That was something that drove me nuts with some of the early relics, is the fact that the method to inspect your progress was a separate item, and it was not a key item. It was one you'd have to keep in your stinking pockets and use it to inspect your weapon, and terrible.
But this thing, it's over here. Look at it. There it is.
Can I make this bigger? Get bigger. I think I want you bigger. Yay, it's bigger. Cool. I don't need to look at you though. Bye-bye. And I guess, let's see, what does the journal entry for this say? With the vessels glazed and ready, the trying task of filling them through ferocious combat lies ahead. According to Gerolt, the Isle's unstable ambient ether is ill-suited to the endeavor, and instead recommends you strike out for battlefields distant and multifarious. Each Aetherwell can be replenished via a different duty roulette category. Green, or wind, I don't know why they denominated by color. High-level dungeons. Blue is for alliance raids. Red is trials, and yellow is normal raids. You may use the Aetherwell array to gauge how much ether has been accumulated. I see. Okay. Did they... Huh. I wonder if they give about the same each? I would hope so, even though obviously alliance raids tend to take much longer than the other duties, and trials tend to take much less. Or are they balanced so that you have to do more of those because they take less time?